So we're out here at Cavan Lake, checking out. I think I might have hit the pause button. Sorry about that when I turned the phone around, because I had to look to see, show you guys what's behind me. It's just all prairie land back there and farms and stuff like that. And like I was saying about Mr. T, it was my hero when I was a kid. And I was going on too long, and I'm like, that's enough of your jibba jabba. That's what he used to say. That's why I ended up bringing him up. So no, I didn't forget what I was talking about. Not prattling on as per usual. But yeah, when we come back, we're gonna go around this. There's a fence line in here. If I zoom in, you can see the fence line there. So I can't get through here, so we'll have to go around, which is fine. We'll go around this way here, around these trees, and we'll bring you back. So you can see here, there's a little guy right on the shoreline. There he goes. He's not afraid. Hear the noise they make. Very interesting. That's cool. Beautiful bird. There's mates over there. You can hear them chit-chatting away. But alright, we're gonna go and we're gonna get around this island. This is what I call this tabletop island, because it's like flat like a table if you look at it from shore. Sorry, I'm not an ornithologist by any means of the word, which means, you know, I don't study birds. I just like to look at them. So I don't know. When I get home, I'll Google it, see what kind of birds those are. And if you know, just drop it down in the comments if you know a little bit about birds and ornithology. Greatly appreciated. When we come back, we're gonna go around here and check out the other side of the lake. So here, in between these two spots, there's a spot where you can hike. That's on the one video that I had where we hiked up, was that area there. And we're gonna go in between that hill and where you can hike, and then way over there is where I'm parked. And that's where I came in down that little road. Let's see there if I zoom in. That big tall evergreen tree is, that's where I'm parked and the parking lot is. So we're gonna go back and on the other part of the lake now. So when I bring you back, we'll be on the other side of the lake checking it out. But right where I am floating right now, in this area, which was by that tabletop little island on either side of the fence, all of this was rock. There was no water here at all 2 years ago in the fall, because I came hiking out here, and I walked all through here and found some really neat rocks. There's some pelicans up there. You can see them flying around. Beautiful. You can see him up there. This one's gonna come, I don't know if he's gonna come back around or they're gonna go on the other side, but if they're on the other side, I'll get him on video for you guys to see if I can get a little bit closer. I know at Reeser Lake, you can get pretty close to them and they're not too paranoid. All right, when I bring you guys back, we'll be on the other side of the lake. All right, here we're paddling through the channel here. That side you can hike on. Well, you can hike all the way around here, but like I said, 2 years ago I was on this side hiking around because it was dry. I just walked right across here. It was like a 5 foot, not even, just a little mud patch on the ground. Now this is about, I don't know, 35 feet wide, 40 feet wide. We're just coming out on the other side. There's an old landslide which took place, well, not a landslide, but a sinkhole, kind of looks like, on the other side of here that I've always wanted to check out from the water, and I finally get a chance, so it's really cool. So when we come back, I'll show you guys that what I'm talking about, and you can see way over there all the windmill farm. Pretty cool. Way over there you can see them, and just over there on tops of the hills. And at night they all flash in unison. It's crazy. Can't imagine the guy that programs all of these things to make them flash all at the same time. I know it's just a program, but it's pretty neat. Or sometimes they'll all blink individually, like in a row, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on. But yeah, it's pretty neat. So I think I've seen a couple of wood ducks since I've been out here, which is really cool because they're my favorite duck. Beautiful colors. I haven't seen any mallards, and I've seen a lot of black ducks, which I'm not too sure if they're mergansers. I don't think they're loons. I don't think there's loons out this way in Cypress County. I know there's loons at Elkwater Lake, but I don't think there's any out here because I have never heard any out here. It's one of those black ducks I was talking about. Yeah, when I bring you back, we'll get over by that where that landslide was, where it looks like the hill caved in. This is the spot here I was talking about. Looks like it was an old. I'm just gonna try to keep the. There we go. Sorry, guys. Where it looks like it caved in. From the other side, it looks really scary looking. I'm gonna go back in there a bit of a ways and check it out, see where it goes. It's interesting to explore stuff, to find out where things go, and I've always wanted to know where this goes. It looks pretty stable. I'm not too worried about it. All right, let's go check it out. When we come back, we'll be a little bit closer in. Pretty cool from the water, though. Here we are. Oops, let's come out a bit towards the edge of it. You can see the different kinds of seams in the dirt there. It's really neat because I know out here is like dinosaur capital. This is dinosaur territory out here, and you can see where the land is caved in. There's a big chunk of grass sticking out of the water there. The banks are probably about 5-6 feet high, at least here. This is something I've always wanted to check out, though. I just always thought it was cool coming in here. Always wanted to. I can see the bottom, so I know it's starting to get pretty shallow, but we'll get up here and we'll turn around a ways. You can see the old gopher holes and stuff. I don't want to get too close to these shores because I don't know how stable that stuff is. Hello, there's the echo in here. And then there's these banks here, the big banks. This side, there could be dinosaur bones in there. Cool old dinosaur stuff, and you'd never even known unless you checked it out. But I think this is private property here because I think there's a farm just on the other side. But yeah, we're not going to get too close. We're pretty close to the edge here. All this stuff. Check that out, eh? Fuck, that's cool. Pardon my language, but I've always wanted to come in here and check it out. Alright, we're not going to go any further. We're going to head back. It's pretty cool. Goes back another little ways there. Yeah, I've always wanted to come check this place out. It's neat. Alright. See all the little... If you look really close into the side of this hill right here, you can see all the little seashells in there from millennia ago when this was all an ancient lake bed or riverbed, like when all this was Pangea, dinosaurs millions of years ago, during the Ice Age probably and stuff, long before the Ice Age. But yeah, so there you go, guys. That was the inside of that. I've always wanted to check it out. Glad I did today. Really, really cool. What a rewarding experience to come back in here and explore. But with the sides being the way they are, and I'm not gonna go too much further. But all right, we'll get back to you guys. Okay, so we're back. We're just about back to shore here. So I think this is where we're gonna end today's video. Absolutely beautiful day. Man, couldn't ask for a better day than today. And tomorrow's supposed to be 25, and then Saturday's supposed to be somewhere around 28 to 30 degrees. So I think we're gonna end up spending the weekend out here and just enjoying it, you know, while we have it. But yeah, so I'm gonna head back to shore. I'm just parked up over there. We're gonna get the kayaks loaded up, and then we're gonna see what's up for dinner. And have a cozy step 2. Yeah, that's a shout out to Steve Wallace. Love the guy. Never met him, but just a fantastic YouTuber, entertaining, and he's also from Alberta. So if you haven't checked out his channel, check out Camping with Steve Wallace on YouTube. He's got a lot of really cool content. He goes back, like 6-7 years, even longer than that ago. I'd say one of my favorite videos of his was the one where he did it was like a documentary where he was boondocking in his old 1970s motorhome. But he says he absolutely loved it and loved that lifestyle. So, you know, cool, right on. I could see how that would be the ultimate lifestyle, traveling around, you know, being your own person, being alone while having friends along the way, you know, stopping in different cities, seeing old friends and having beers by a fire and just doing your thing. To me, that's what it's about, you know, like old Curly on City Slickers. That one thing, you know, that's some people's one thing, and I could see that being my thing. But sorry, mosquito, to get rid of him or her. But all right, we're gonna go land and get her loaded up. So we'll come back to you guys later when we're having our fire.